Hello. I believe that the solution to the challenges we face at this time are our hearts, our feminine right brain sides, and spirit. These three forces and powers will illuminate our paths as we walk into our unknown and uncertain tomorrow. A tomorrow that we will all create together, and a tomorrow that we have yet to imagine. It is up to each one of us to choose if we want to walk on such a path, to knock on the doors of our hearts, listen for the messages, and act decisively and boldly on that guidance. That's why I've created Love Revolution, a pilgrimage, healing, and transformational program, so you can be a force for good and love in our world tomorrow. When I got Lyme disease in 2009 out of the blue, I was forced to change everything. I knew my horrific symptoms were a call from my soul to heal trauma on a cellular level, soul search, and transform my story of who I was as a woman. I knew I needed to discover and step into the next higher, evolved version of who I was. I knew I needed to discover why I was here and the magic that I could open to, which I couldn't even begin to imagine. At the time, I didn't believe I was powerful or had a voice. I hadn't spoken to my family in years, and I was blocked as a creator and as a musician. My quest to heal led me to alternative and spiritual healing. I had a miraculous healing from Lyme disease in a few days and a spiritual awakening. For the next 10 years, I went on a magical journey with spirit and the divine feminine. I healed from trauma. I forgave and reconciled with my family. I began to channel music on the piano. And every story I had about myself was being transformed. Over 10 years, my spirit guides and the divine feminine as Mother Mary healed and mentored me and showed me my sole purpose as healer, teacher, and channel. Professionally, as a psychotherapist, I wanted to offer my clients the same healing, transformation, and awakening that I had received. It was already starting to happen as clients rapidly and radically healed, felt the presence of spirits in my office, and were tuning in more and more to their soul and heart's guidance. My office had become a portal to spirit, and there was more. My guides and the divine feminine kept knocking at my door to tell me they wanted to be an even bigger part of my work. But my shingle was under the Western mental health system and paradigm. I felt like I had to keep undercover what my work was evolving into, vibrational and spiritual healing. I was also afraid what people would think of me. And I was even more afraid that spirit was going to blow the roof off my office and blow my cover as a safe, acceptable psychotherapist. To remain only a psychotherapist meant I would need to stay colluding with a system, a paradigm, a mindset, and a mainstream society that divorces itself from the energetic, the vibrational, and the spiritual. As a woman and as a first-generation immigrant from India, I am very right-brained, intuitive, and spiritual. I found myself in a masculine-oriented, evidence-based system, which certainly has its place in health, but I felt stifled, and it didn't fit me. I was also deeply disturbed and distressed by the dismissal and denial of the feminine everywhere. And I could no longer continue healing women from trauma without addressing the very system that was creating it, patriarchy. My disillusionment led to a burning desire. I decided to change two things: the absence of spirit as a force and power for healing, transformation, and awakening. And the second is patriarchy, which is the absence of heart and the feminine. So I've created my own little revolution, love revolution. Love revolution is for a woman who wants to be a force for good and love on our planet. It is for a woman who wants to live from her heart. It is for a woman who wants to enter the stillness of her mind, body, and soul and hear the messages and guidance that she has within her. It is for a woman who wants to learn how to love herself, step into her worth, her dignity, her glory, as she heals from shame, fear, and guilt. It is for a woman who wants to heal challenging family relationships and heal trauma on a cellular level. It is for a woman who wants to change patriarchal stories that keep her small, quiet, and hidden. It is for a woman who wants to embody, discover, and delight in her feminine self. It is for a woman who wants to cultivate a sacred relationship with the divine feminine. And it is for a woman who wants to emerge from the program clear, confident, and inspired that she is a force for good and love on our planet. Love Revolution is a space and a curriculum for women to change their patriarchal stories that live in their minds and run in their bodies. Love Revolution is a pilgrimage for women to enter their hearts and listen for the secrets and the mysteries that await them there. Love Revolution is a playground for women to discover, embody, and delight in their bodies and their feminine selves. Love Revolution is a temple where women can discover, worship, and be counseled by divine feminine beings. And Love Revolution is a womb where women can birth their feminine selves and their work in the world, their soul's work. So, if Love Revolution speaks to you, I invite and welcome you to join us. My deepest desire for you is that you are able to hear the whispers that your heart longs for you to know, to embody who you are as a feminine being, to discover and cultivate a sacred relationship with the divine feminine so that she may guide, heal, and mentor you for the rest of your life. and for you to boldly claim and step into the work that you are here to do, guided by your soul.